The most beautiful moments in a person's life are those rare instants when the heart feels weightless, untouched by hatred, unbound from anger, no longer chained to the shadows of the past. Moments when the soul breathes as if reborn. Because the one who seeks forgiveness is no ordinary soul. They are a warrior of a higher kind, a fighter who has conquered the storm within before ever confronting the world outside. And the hearts that dare, truly dare, to begin reconciliation, those are the great hearts. Hearts that understand that a person's worth is not measured by how loud their voice is, but by the depth, the purity, the unshakable strength of their spirit. How many wander through life carrying silent battles inside them, simply because they cannot bring themselves to utter two simple words, forgive me? And how many yearn for peace, yet fear that taking just one step toward reconciliation might shatter their pride, not knowing that this step is the highest form of courage? We do not forgive because we forget. No, we forgive because we choose peace over torment, light over darkness, freedom over chains. There is no victory greater than defeating the fear of apologizing. No triumph grander than rising above one's wounds and freeing the heart from emotions that have drained it for far too long. Forgiveness is not a momentary act. It is a cleansing of the soul, a rebirth of the heart, before it is ever a mending of the bond between people. Those who choose reconciliation have touched a truth many never see, that anger destroys, hatred consumes, and pride, when left unchecked, demolishes far more than it ever builds. Not all can take this noble step. It demands a seasoned heart, a transparent soul, and a quiet, unwavering confidence within. So we honor those who take the first step, for they are like heroes standing above the noise of the world, illuminating the darkness with the brightness of their hearts. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is a declaration, a powerful, resounding declaration, that your spirit cannot be conquered by a fleeting disagreement, a painful word, or the burden of a past long over. We live only once, so why fill our brief journey with hostility? Why give anger more space than it deserves? As the Christmas season approaches, as life turns its page and a new chapter begins, the world hungers for a pure moment, a spark that rekindles warmth between hearts. In times like these, when people drown in the weight of their days, reconciliation becomes a priceless gift. The first step is difficult, yes, but once taken, it opens a door that rarely ever closes, a door leading to profound peace and deep, enduring serenity. And because the world needs courageous hearts now more than ever, your project, my friend, arrives at the perfect moment, a reminder that they are born from the greatest souls. So let us descend into the depths of this noble meaning. For behind forgiveness lies not just a moment, but an entire life transformed. The importance of forgiveness and reconciliation and impact on human well-being. Forgiveness is not merely a social virtue. It is a healing touch, a profound psychological remedy that draws out all the accumulated pain from within. When a person forgives, they are like someone opening a closed window in their heart, letting in fresh, pure air after years of quiet suffocation. Forgiveness lifts a heavy burden that a person carries without even realizing it, the burden of hurtful words, broken memories, and silent inner conflict. Even the smallest disputes leave behind a tension that lingers inside, affecting a person's sleep, their health, their mood, even the way they build their friendships. How many people today live under psychological pressure without ever understanding its true cause, while its root lies buried in an old grudge that quietly drains the soul? Forgiveness gives a person a chance to rebuild themselves from within, as if repairing a cracked wall deep in the heart's foundations. Human studies have long proven that a person weighed down by accumulated conflicts suffers a weakened nervous system, sharpened irritability, and fading concentration for reasons they cannot explain. While the one who closes the book on the past, the one who forgives, lives in serenity, their heartbeat lighter, their smile calmer, their perspective on life wider, kinder, more open. Accumulated anger is like a toxin, remaining in the soul for years, losing its sting only when the heart is cleansed through forgiveness. The person who forgives, even without receiving an apology, is someone who has chosen to be stronger than their wounds. Forgiveness awakens a sense of freedom, for the forgiver is no longer chained to anyone else to grant them peace. You may meet someone who seems effortlessly joyful, easy to love, easy to be around. And their secret? They hold no grudges. They refuse to store resentment in their heart. The more a person frees themselves from conflict, the better psychological state becomes. Some psychiatrists even describe forgiveness as a reboot for the soul. And what many people don't know is that forgiveness also heals the body. It slows the heartbeat, lowers blood pressure, reduces the chemical storms of stress. Because the link between mind and body is profound. What burdens the soul burdens the body too. A person who resolves their conflicts one by one will often notice their health improving without even knowing why. Forgiveness is not just inner peace, it is also a powerful shield against illnesses born from stress and repressed anger. It is an inner cleansing, a true purification, that makes a person feel light, calm, as if they have rediscovered the version of themselves they once loved. Reconciliation with to your relationships, but reconciliation with yourself that restores balance to your entire life. How beautiful it is, how freeing it is, to end a whole year with a heart cleansed from everything that weighed it down. For forgiveness, in its essence, is not a favor we offer to others. It is a gift we give to ourselves, so that we may live a better, gentler, more beautiful life. How do those who have been wronged feel when their adversary apologizes? Imagine a person, someone who has lived months, perhaps years, carrying a wound left by another. To the world, they seem fine. They talk, they laugh, they go about their days, but deep inside, they carry a silent burden no one sees. There is a kind of pain that does not show on the face, yet follows us like a shadow, even on our happiest days. The person who has been hurt does not expect much. They long only for appreciation, for one sincere word, for a simple acknowledgement that what happened truly happened. And when the one who wronged them finally comes forward and says, "I'm sorry," something shifts deep within. That part of the soul that has struggled between anger and betrayal finds a sudden peace. That lingering flame of pain that used to flare up with every memory, it softens. A sincere apology does not merely heal the wound. It restores a dignity the person thought they had lost forever. Those who have suffered from conflict feel in that sacred moment of apology as though they are reclaiming a missing part of themselves. What many do not know is this: when a wounded heart hears an apology from the very person who hurt it, the whole world suddenly feels fair again. They realize their pain wasn't meaningless, because the apology has set the scales right. You may see a tear glisten in their eye, not a tear of sadness, but a tear of relief, a tear that whispers, "Finally, you understand me. That is all I ever wanted." The wounded soul does not seek long speeches or elaborate poetry. All they need is to feel that their pain was seen, that their heart was heard. The beauty of an apology is that walls between hearts crumble, barriers built over years melt away in seconds. Some people believe apologizing diminishes them, but in truth, it elevates them in the eyes of the very person they hurt. Disagreement is unforgettable, like closing a heavy old door and opening a new one toward the light. Imagine someone who suffered in silence, and the moment they hear "forgive me," their heart expands, their soul lightens, and the burden they carried for so long vanishes at once. A sincere apology liberates both. It frees the offender from guilt and the offended from pain. Many people, when rises, feel an immediate longing to forget everything, because the heart, by its nature, leans toward purity and never truly rejects reconciliation. There are moments in life stronger than every disagreement, and the moment of apology is one of those rare, powerful moments. It is a moment that restores a person to their true essence, restores relationships to their foundation, and restores respect to where it belongs. If people truly understood how the wounded heart feels when the one who hurt it comes seeking forgiveness, they would go now, before tomorrow, to reclaim hearts they were never meant to lose. Encouraging people to use Christmas and the end of 2025 to end all rivalries. Today, we stand on the doorstep of a season that carries a magic all its own. Christmas and the dawn of a brand new year. These two moments share a single, shining message. Turn over a new leaf. Imagine entering 2026 without a trace of animosity, without resentment, without a single broken heart left behind. These days are more than celebrations. They are golden keys, inviting us to rebuild the bridges that time and pride have worn away. Picture yourself approaching an old friend or a relative with whom the ties have frayed, placing your hand gently on their shoulder and saying with warmth, "Life is short. I don't want to begin the new year without you." Oh, what a magnificent moment. What a gift you give, not only to them, but to yourself first. Christmas is more than lights and music. It is a celebration of love, a celebration of warmth, a celebration of hearts coming together. And the new year is a blank page, a fresh spirit waiting to be written. How can we start it burdened with resentment? Let these days be your chance to rise higher than your pride, to become the kind of person who chooses peace over pride, connection over conflict. Go take action. Make the first move. Do not wait for others to knock at your door. Be the one who opens it. Make at least one peace agreement before the end of 2025, and watch how the light of reconciliation transforms your entire life. One message, one word, one brave step can change everything. Every act of peace is a little star that illuminates the year ahead. Let us gift ourselves a clean slate, a year without enemies. Hearts free of shadows. For forgiveness is not just the end of a conflict, it is the dawn of a completely new life. إذا أحببت